Shraddha Banode and welcome to my channel We Learn by Sharon. In this series, we are taking practicals on alternator. In previous video, we performed practical to determine the regulation of three-phase alternator by Pottier triangle method. Today's video is in continuation with that, where I am going to explain you the observation and calculation part of the same. Okay. Now to perform this practical to determine regulation of three-phase alternator by Pottier triangle method, actually we need three data. First data we get from open circuit test. Now open circuit test, the link for the open circuit test, short circuit test as well as performance of Pottier triangle method will be shared in the description box. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to take open circuit readings from the open circuit test. I have written exactly same readings here. You need to write down short circuit test readings from the short circuit test we performed. That is our experiment number 1. And then we are going to perform zero power factor test or Pottier triangle method. The test we performed in the Pottier triangle method is nothing but zero power factor test. Why it is called a zero power factor test? Because the load we connected was having zero power factor, that is it was pure inductive load. Okay, so this is the reading we got from the zero power factor test. Okay, now how to plot the graph, because rest of the calculations completely depends upon graph. So this is how you need to draw the graph of the for this method. Okay, what I have done here is on x-axis I have taken field current, on y-axis I have taken voltage. Okay, and I have just plotted OCC curve from the OC test we performed in experiment number 1. So this is open circuit characteristics I have drawn from this reading. This was simple, so I have just drawn it and kept it ready. Okay, what is second thing you need is you need a point A. If you remember theory part of it, so you need a point A from where you can draw ZPFC. Okay, so where you will get point A? See, while performing this experiment, we need to keep current constant. The load current or armature current is constant. And we maintain constant value of armature current at 4.2 ampere. So what you need to do is, you need to have the corresponding value of IF for which the current was 4.2 ampere for zero load. So when did we connected zero load? We connected zero load for short circuit, because in short circuit test we don't connect any load. So what we will do, we will concentrate only on this reading, where in short circuit test you are getting 4.2 ampere. And for which value of IF? For 0.4 you are getting 4.2 ampere. Only this reading is important from short circuit test. Okay, so we will take this reading. So 4.2 ampere we were getting at 0.4 IF. So the same 0.4 will be our point A. So this is point A. Point 4 is nothing but value point A. From this point you will draw your ZPFC. Okay. Now I will plot the ZPFC on this graph. So I have IF value and corresponding V value. I have just given dot. This will come very close to each other. So just plot this graph as it is. Okay, and from this point I will draw this ZPFC. So I just had all those points here already plotted. These are the points. This you will get very close and a uniform, a very smooth curve you will draw. Okay, now this is ZPFC, this is OCC, and from SC you got this value point A. That's it. Okay, now you already know how to draw Pottier triangle. Once you will be able to draw Pottier triangle, then you will get the value of XL out of it, and XL value will help us to find out voltage regulation. Okay, now once you got this value, then what you need to do? You need to know at what voltage you need to find out voltage regulation. So let's say if suppose we want to find out at 180, okay? Any voltage you can consider, because here as per the readings we receive, let's say at 180 we will find out. So let me have the value 180 somewhere here. So this is 180. Now this is 180. So this will be my point P. Okay. So I want to find out voltage regulation for 180 volts. At this particular voltage, you can find out voltage regulation at any voltage. So I am finding here. So what you need to do, you need to draw a horizontal line from P of length equals to OA. So I will draw a parallel line, horizontal line here. This is horizontal line and this point is Q, where PQ is equals to OA. Where PQ is equals to OA. Then what I'll do, I'll draw a tangent or OCC. Now drawing tangent on OCC means take this 0 and first point on the straight line with the help of scale and draw a tangent. Okay. This line is called as air line. This tangent to OCC is called as air line. So what you are supposed to do, you are supposed to draw this a line parallel to air line from here. When you draw a line parallel to air line, it will meet at OCC at point R. It will meet at OCC at point R, and then you will join this PR. And you will join this PR. So what is this PQR? This triangle PQR is nothing but Portier triangle. This triangle PQR is nothing but Portier triangle. This triangle PQR is nothing but Portier triangle. So what I'll do is I'll drop a perpendicular from point R on this PQ, which will meet PQ at S. Okay. Now this RS is very, very important. So what you are going to do is you will measure this RS. Okay, length of RS is nothing but IAXL. Now you must have taken some scale, so accordingly multiply it with scale and you will get the value of RS in volts. Okay, and from here you can calculate XL is equals to length of RS, which is this value, divided by IA. So this will give you value of XL, and once you got this value of XL, then exactly by the same principle you need to substitute in equation of EMF. What is EMF? V cos phi plus IARA the whole square plus V sin phi plus minus IAXL the whole square. Now this is the equation of EMF we use in post experiment. Exactly same EMF equation you need to use. Only in place of XS you need to use XL. In place of XS, you will need XL. So XL is the more accurate value to substitute here. So you will just substitute and get the value of EMF at 0.8 lagging, 0.8 leading, as well as unity power factor. You know positive is for lagging, negative is for leading. For unity power factor, you can substitute cos phi is equals to 1, sin phi is equals to 0, and you will get EMF equation at unity power factor. Then finding out percentage regulation by the simple formula. Percentage regulation is E minus V upon V into 100. Now one thing you need to keep in mind, because we have plotted everything here at this particular voltage, so kindly consider voltage V as 180 here, because you have drawn this Portier triangle for 180 volts. So V will be 180 volts here. Here also you will substitute V is equals to 180, while current IA will be 4.2 because we maintain the current at 4.2 ampere. I repeat, while substituting the values in this equation, V should be equals to 180 volts and current IA should be equals to 4.2 ampere. RA is already known to you. What is the value of RA given here is 1.5. RA is already known to you, and RA you get as, you have as 1.5 ohm. Substitute everything, you will get the EMF equation. and substitute EMF equation in voltage equation. P will be 180 here and you will get percentage regulation. So find out percentage regulation for at 0.8 lagging power factor, 0.8 leading power factor and unity power factor. I hope this calculation part is clear to you. So this is how you need to plot this on a graph paper to get the accurate reading of XL out of it and then substitute in EMF equation and voltage regulation. So this video is in continuation with the last video where we performed Portier triangle method in our laboratory setup. So please watch that video first of all and then understand everything how it is done and then go for this calculation part. Okay, if you have any doubt, if you have any confusion, write in the comment box so that I can resolve your problems. And if you like today's content, give it a thumbs up, share this video with your friends so that nobody miss out this important calculation, and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Thank you and happy learning.